Hi, this is Anil and welcome to the video tutorial for the Learning Lad. So in this tutorial we're gonna learn the comments in C++. So first of all, what are these comments? Comments are nothing but the descriptions written in human readable format explaining what a particular block or what a particular statement in your program is gonna do. So first of all, why should I have to write these comments? Let's say you're gonna write a program which is of around 1000 lines long, and you need to work with that program after 6 months or 8 months. So at that time, when you come back to work with your program, you may forget why you have created a variable, or what a particular algorithm that you have written is going to do, etc, etc. Or let's say some other developer has to work with your code. At that time he can't understand what a particular algorithm is doing, or why you have written some functions, etc, etc. So in that case, to figure out what your program does at that time, and it's gonna take some time. So to avoid wasting time at later time, we're gonna write some descriptions or some hints about a particular segments or particular statements are gonna do in our program, and that is called comments in C++. So we can say that these comments are going to help human readers of our programs. These comments are typically used to summarize an algorithm, or identify the purpose of a variable, or clarify the obscure segment of the code, etc, etc. So whenever you think that you need to write some description about that, you guys can go and use these comments. So the next thing is, if I write the comment, is it gonna affect my program, or is it gonna affect the performance or the behavior of my program? No, that's because the compiler ignores the comments, so they have no effect on the performance or the behavior of our program. So next, what type of comments are available in C++? Typically there are two kinds of comments available in C++, called single line comment, and another one is called paired comment. So this single line comment starts with slashes and ends with a new line. So whatever you write here in this line is going to be considered as a comment. When you add two slashes, and whatever you write here, you may write a slashes again, or whatever you write here is going to be treated as comments. So to demonstrate that, we're gonna write cout statement here, and we're gonna say this is about comments. We're gonna add a new line, and then in my next line I'm gonna write another cout statement, and we're gonna say there are two types of comments available. Then again add a new line using the end line, and then again I'm gonna write one more cout statement, and I'm gonna say comments help human readers. Okay, that's it. Now if I have to use a single line comment here, we can use two forward slashes, and we can say this prints string to the screen. Just for the demonstration purpose, I'm using the cout statements here, but when you see a cout statement here, you will really understand that why you are using this cout statement. So just to demonstrate the single line comments, I have used this comment here. So this is about the single line comment. So this entire line after this forward slashes will be treated as a comment, and whatever we write here will not be executed by our compiler. Just to demonstrate, I'm gonna build first. I'm gonna save it, then I'm gonna build and run. So you guys can see here, whatever we have written in the cout statement is printed to our screen, and whatever we wrote here in comments is ignored. So another thing is, another type of comment available in C++ is called paired comment. A paired comment starts with a slash and a star, and then it ends with a star and a slash. So here these forward slashes were used to write a single line comment. So whatever you write in that particular one line will be treated as a comment, and if we come out to the next line, and it will not be a comment. So here, you guys can see the color change here. So here this line is treated as a comment, after the slashes, and whatever we wrote after that line is not a comment. Let's say you have to write multiple lines of comments in your program. At that time you guys can use this paired comment. So here this paired comment can extend to multiple lines. For example, whatever we write here will be treated as a comment. We can write the slashes and any other thing here which will be treated as a comment, except we can't write another forward slash and a star. We can't nest the comments here. We can't nest the paired comments. So we can't have this slash star and star slash in our paired comments. Alright, now we have seen the single line comment and paired comments in C++. I just wanna save this one again, build and run. So you guys can see here, the single line and the multiple line comments, or the paired comments were ignored by our compiler. While developing your program, let's say you want to ignore some lines in your code for particular testing or some purpose. At that time you guys can use it. For example, here if I wanted to ignore this line, this is a comments, then I can use a single line comment here. At that time, this line will be treated as a comment and will not be executed by our compilers. Alright, to demonstrate that, I'm gonna save it, build and run. So now you guys can see here, this is about comments, is treated as a comment and that's not executed by our compiler. And the next thing is about using the comments. Always use the comments when they are necessary. Don't write unnecessary comments. For example, here just for the demonstration purpose I wrote the comments for the cout, now which is not necessary, because once you see these cout statements you will come to know that I'm just printing something to the screen. That's why don't use comments when they are not needed. Another thing is always use the comments when they are needed. For example, to explain the algorithm or the purpose of a variable or anything, when you feel you need to use a comment, use it. Another thing is don't write incorrect comments, because an incorrect comment is worse than no comments at all, because it may mislead the reader. And also when you change your code, make sure that you update that comments also, depending on whatever the changes you have made. So this is it guys, this is about the two types of comments available in C++, the single line and the paired comments. And thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook page at facebook.com/learninglad, and if you guys have any doubt, don't hesitate to put a comment, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.